this pattern. Next, we'll see how we can print the alphabet. What is that alphabets? What we see it as A to Z. This can also be printed as a pattern. So, American Standard Code for Information Interchange, that we refer normally as a ASCII. Each characters from English will be use the corresponding values. This will be given by ASCII, that we call it as a ASCII code, which is given by this American Standard Code for Information Interchange. So, A to Z, what we refer as a capital letter A to Z, will have the ASCII values ranging from 65 to 90. So, if we want to refer to the integer value of this A to Z character, then it is from 65 to 90. If it is a small letter A to Z, if it is a small letter uppercase is mentioned like this, small lowercase A to Z is ranging from 97 to 122. These values we should be bit clear about, so that it is easy to work with printing the patterns. So this is how the ASCII values will be ranged for the capital letters and for the lowercase letter. Now we'll see how we can print the pattern A, AB, ABC like this onto the output screen. With the same 2 for loop, here also we are playing with. First for loop is used for displaying the rows. Second for loop is completely dedicated for displaying the content. Now one small change what we observe here is, this is rather than number or pattern, it is a character. So the content that we want to print is a character. So format what we use is %C. And here we will use one initialization condition. We will use CH as a one variable, which I have set it as a because this is a pattern which I need to begin with. And next I will run this loop till 5, since there are total 5 rows. And second for loop is exclusively used for printing the content. And as we observe, it is connected to the first I loop, for loop, because the first time it will print 1 character in a row, second time 2 character in a row, 3, 4, 5. So it is a condition we can write as j is less than or equal to I. Next, the major content what we want to print will be written in this particular location. So what we have to print, we are trying to display the character A onto the output screen. That we can perform by using a printf statement with the format specifier as %C, since it is a character, and ch is the content we want to display. Okay, now in this particular location, A is printed. Next operation is the cursor need to move on to the next line. That is what we have done with this next line. Now, one more option is here with this A. Next statement, what is the next character it needs to print is B for the next iteration. So we have to make the increment of this character. So suppose if we are writing CH++, what it indicates, A's corresponding ASCII value is 65. It will be get converted when the code is getting compiled. This A will be referred by using the ASCII value. When I refer CH++, the 65 ASCII value will be changed to 66, which indicates nothing but the character B. So this is how with the statement CH++, we will be referring to the next character. One more thing here is, yes, if we have increased with the CH++, our next loop will begin with the B value. That we don't want. Each time this pattern need to begin from A itself. So what we have to do after printing this after incrementing, then we have to set this CH back onto the A, so that when it prints for the next iteration, it will start from A character only. After that, we are printing the new line character. If we work with how it is going to be executed, if we look into, the character will begin with A. First it is set with I value 1, it will come inside, and J1 is less than or equal to I, condition is true. Now for the output screen, first A is printed. Next CH is incremented. Now CH value is B. But after coming out of this loop, CH is once again set with the value A. Now CH is A itself. Next line, new line will be printed. So our cursor move to the next line. Now with the I value 1 is over. Now with the I value 2, it is going to execute. J is 1 is less than or equal to 2, condition true. Now it prints this CH value. Since we have reset the CH value back to A, it will be printing A for the first time. Next, CH will be incremented, and CH will be now B. Now we check the condition is true. By incrementing J value 2, condition is true. Once again, it will be printing the value which is there in B. Now it is nothing but B. And now once again, this CH will be incremented. Now it will be C. But after that, J will be incremented to 3. 3 is less than or equal to 2. Condition is false. So it will come out of the inner for loop. And the CH will be set back to A. So that when we execute for the next iteration, it will be beginning with A itself. This is a small change what we have to make to the code, so that each time we can begin from starting letter A itself. And new line will be printed. So in the next iteration, with the character starting from A, B and C will be printed. How long it will be printed? Till I value is less than or equal to 5. In the sense, 5 rows will be printed. This is how we can print the pattern. As a conclusion remark with respect to this pattern is, we have set one variable with the initial character value, and then we will be running the first for loop to how many number of lines we want to print, and second for loop is mainly dedicated for displaying the content, and depending on how many number of patterns are displayed in each loop, we have written the condition J is less than or equal to I, and we are printing the content is actual CH value. And since we want the next character to be printed, we have used a CH++. And one more point here, in each iteration we have to begin from A character itself. So we have reset the CH value to A itself. These are the 3 major aspects we have to remember with respect to this pattern display. When we look into the next pattern, here we are trying to display continuous pattern. What is a small change we can do it with the previous code? Here the CH will begin with the A itself, and it will be running till 5. Condition is same, and the J loop will begin with 1, and here also in each line there will be 1, 2 like that, so which will be keep running along with the I value. And what is the CH it need to display? CH will be displayed. And is it necessary to increment? Yes, incrementation is required. Now my next question is it necessary to reset the CH value? No, because we are not going to start the next line with A itself. That's why we have not reset this CH value. By just writing this much code, we could able to run this pattern by continuous increment of each character. Suppose if we want to run the same pattern with the small letter A, what we can do? Here we just need to set initially as A. Then there is no change apart from this. when we change the ch plus a's corresponding integer as key value, that is nothing but 97 will become 98, so that it refers to the next character, that is nothing but small letter b. This is a will be referred with the 97 with the small letter a. This is how we can change to uppercase or lowercase. Same pattern, small change to the current existing pattern. We have to print first a, then bb, then cc. What is the major change we have to do it? Here, one major option what it looks like is we are not changing or incrementing the value inside the loop. Rather than that, we will be incrementing the character value outside the innermost loop. So how it will be? First time it will be printing a. Next, it will be printing the value b. So with the I value equal to 1, the character what it was already ch plus plus is incremented. So the ch value is now b. So b will be printed twice. After that ch is incremented. Now ch value will be equivalent to c. Now with this c value, once again this loop will be, inner loop will be executed for 3 times. So c will be printed onto the output screen, and parallelly we will be adding the new line character along with the outermost loop. This is how we can print the alphabet pattern. This is simple examples what we have what I have discussed with the printing the pattern. The same concept which can be applicable to print the complex patterns as well. How we can print the patterns with spaces. Now we'll look into some patterns which will be looking like a pyramid, which we have already discussed with printing the star as a pyramid symbol. Now how we can print with the numbers, that is the discussion what I'm going to do next. As I discussed previously, here we could see first it is printing the space and then it is printing the numbers. So which indicates that we need to run with the 3 different loops. First for loop is dedicated for printing the numbers. Second for loop we have to run to display the space, and third for loop to display the actual content. So how we can proceed with, first we will be starting with 1 and it need to print 1, 2 and next 1, 2, 3 like this. The pattern need to be displayed. So if we run with the generalized way, first we will be asking with the number of rows need to be run. We will be asking from the user to enter the number of rows. So here the first loop need to execute it till less than or equal to number. In the sense, if the user has given 5, the r is less than or equal to 5. First for loop is over for printing the rows. Next for loop is majorly used for printing the space. If you look here, is it connected somewhere to the number and to the space provided? Here the number given is 5. And how many spaces are printed? Total 4 spaces are provided. So when we print the first pattern, so the space it need to provide is n minus r. That is row is nothing but r is nothing but 1 here. Number is nothing but, so total 4 spaces need to be printed in the very beginning. So I will be giving the condition, number is nothing but here as a 5 minus 1. So 4 spaces I want to print by using this second for loop. What is the statement to write the space? Simple printf with providing the space. And the next condition is for loop that we are using to print the content. So here first it will be printing 1 and next 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So there's a third for loop for display purpose. P is also running along with R. That is when R is with the value 1, it will be running 1 time. When the R value is 2, this inner loop will be executing 2 times as we observe here. That's why we have connected the condition P is less than or equal to R. And what is the content we have to display? in the printf statement what we want to display. That is the next question. First it will print 1 and next 1, 2. Is it somewhere connected to the p-value? Yes, definitely. So first the p-value will be 1 and next R value will be 2 for the next iteration. So this P loop will be running with 1 and 2. For the third iteration, R value will be 3. So P loop will be running with the values 1, 2, 3. So if we write the printf statement by printing the value of 3, we will be ending up with pattern 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And parallelly we will be giving the new line. Or this pattern can also be written by exclusively mentioning the space. If this pattern is very fixed with a maximum of 5 pattern, only this pattern if we want to print, then as we observe, first the space will be starting with 4 and which will be keep decrementing. We have this is for the displaying the rows, maximum 5 rows. Here this is the second for loop for displaying the space. Here rather than the previous code, we have just started with the space equal to 1 and we have run till n minus I. Here rather than that, we will be exclusively mentioning the how many number of space we want to print. So we started with j equal to 4 and j will be greater than or equal to I. Why that greater than or equal to I value? So total 4 spaces we have to print for the first time. So and j will be keep decrementing each time. So with this we will be possible to print the 4 spaces for the first time. Next it will be 3, 2 and 1 and 0. This is how the content that we want is same display. So one more just by removing along with this one more option what we have seen here, we have provided the space as well. That's why it was major important point. We have along with printing the value here we are observing the space as well. After 1 there is a space, after displaying 2 there is a space, after displaying 3 there is a space. Suppose if we remove the space between that, then we will be ending up with the pattern like this. Same pattern what we have observed, the content will be same, but here there is no space between that we have performed or achieved by removing the space in the innermost for loop. Next pattern what we want to display here is, first it will display 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. After seeing so many patterns, one major clue that we will get into is here something we have to print the value of I in the innermost loop. And how long we have to run the space. Here also the space will remain as it is with the previous code. One small change what we are need to do is with the printing. So previously we were displaying the P value. Now we are displaying the R value. By displaying the P value, we have ended with 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 like that. Now the value of R is printed. So first time this value will be 1 is printed. Second time this loop will be executed 2 times since we have written the condition is P is less than or equal to R. So 2 and 2 is printed. For the next time 3 will be printed for 3 times. This is the simple code that we have used to print this pattern. Along with this we have given the space so that it will be printed like a pyramid structure. Otherwise the code will look in a very attached manner. The same one more way as we observed in the code previously, we can explicitly mention the space how much we have to begin with the initially, and we can connect with j is greater than or equal to I. So 4 will be printed for the first time, next 3, 2, 1 like that. So for the last iteration it will not print this space. This is also one more way how we can connect. Here by removing the space here we will be ending up with this pattern. This is how we can print the pattern. One more last pattern what we observe here is we will be ending up with the pyramid kind pattern with numbers, continuous number. So how we can begin? Yes, we want to use one variable by initializing the value 1. And previously we have not observed with the space. Now one more addition to that is by providing the space. So we have to run 3 different loops, one for rows and one more for space and one more for providing the displaying the content. First it will be displaying the rows how long as per the given number, and space will be displayed as same logic what we have observed. Space will begin with 1 and a number minus r, that is the first time what is the space it displayed, and later for the each time it will be keep decrementing. And the major point what we want to display here, first thing here the value is going to be printed, that we are referred by using the variable val, and the value will be keep incrementing each time, so that we will be ended up with incrementation of values, and finally we will be giving the new line character. This is how we can print the pattern. So as a just one curious question, what will be the output of this particular code? Here we will be declaring the variable and we are asking for the user to enter the value. Say for example, user has entered the value as 3, and here we have worked with the 2 different loops. So what will be the output of this? What is the first loop says? It will begin with 1 and it will extend till n value 3. So this outer loop will be first time with the value 1 it will come inside, and here it will be printing the value as j equal to 1 and j will be less than or equal to 10. With the value j equal to 1 it will move inside j1 is less than or equal to 10, condition is true. With the value I into j is going to be calculated and it will be printed onto screen. So what will be the value first time? It will print 1. For the next time, here j value is incremented, so it is 2. 1 into 2, so 2 is printed like this, 1, 2, 3 like that, it will be 8. It is displayed till 10. For the next, the value of I is incremented. Now I value will be 2. With the 2, it will be coming inside, so 2 into j value will be 1. 2 into 2, 2 and 2 with the j incremented value 2, 2 into 2, 4 like this it will be keep displaying the 2's table. So first as we next one more iteration it will run with the value 3 as a I value. So what it indicates, so what is the final output we will be ended up with as a multiplication table of given number. So here the number is given as 3. So all values will be 1's multiplication table, and next the 2's multiplication table is printed and 3's multiplication table is printed just with by using the nested for loop. Here in this session I have discussed completely the major aspects how we can display the patterns by using nested for loops, and majorly to bring the star pattern different formats, to bring the numbers in different ways, and by using the decrement operators, and by printing alphabets to the screen, and by displaying the pyramid kind of pattern by using the spaces. Thank you for listening.